Hey guys, it's the Feathered Bubble here, and this is update 28 of the forest. We're going to start placing this stuff down and just showing it off real quick. Leaf trap, 50 leaves. Bam. The new spike ball trap. It does hurt you, be aware. 50 leaves takes a little while, so hope there's a fast build button. Explosive trap. Not new, but I wanted to see if it would light the leaves on fire. It does not. Lizard is fine too. Molotov? Okay, so Molotov trap does set off the leaves. Obviously, you don't want to run through it yourself. My guy is not having a good time. Spike ball trap setting it off. Again, this one will hurt you, so don't be caught in this path. I see if I can play with the physics with my axe. I cannot. What happens when you cut it down? Alright, the trap goes with it. Now we're gonna see the explosive take out a tree stump. New feature in the game. Normally you could only do it by burning the entire tree down. Now you can blow that stump out of the way. I don't know if updates will refresh that tree or not though, so we'll see in the future. Boom, tree stump gone though. Like totally gone. Okay, now we're going up here. I set down a whole bunch of leaf traps down below. We'll light them on fire. I surrounded one of those trees completely by leaf traps to see if the fire will spread onto the tree itself. We're gonna build a arrow holder. All right, and it is actually under utility structures. I thought it would be under storage, but it's not. Let's just set that down. 30 arrows. I'm gonna put them all in there. $30 more arrows and 30 more arrows. Actually, I did have a few left over. 7. So 30. 83 arrows, I think, is how many are in there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's 83. Okay, now I'm gonna light these bad boys on fire to the leaf trap down below, like I said. I'm just setting them to each other so it automatically picks the fire arrow first. Okay, let's see if it takes down the tree in the center, right in the center of the screen. Will it take it down? They all light up really fast, you saw there, but it doesn't look like the tree is taking any fire damage. I'm gonna do another test with that just to see if maybe other structures take fire damage. It does have a very good duration on that firewall. 50 leaves is a bit much to push down. So I built another one and I put the fire arrows into it to store, and it looks like it maintains its fire arrow property. The next test would be seeing if it like stays through rain and saves and stuff. But it does hold the fire arrow inside of the arrow holder. Okay, it won't build on top of structures. I tried to build it on top of the platform. Let's see if it damages the wood above it, though. It's still pretty close. It's floating in the air. It doesn't look like it's damaging my structure at all. Yeah, I think it doesn't damage anything besides, you know, us and cannibals. I just wanted to show this off while I was looking around the caves. I found the ROV thing. Can't pick it up or anything to my knowledge. It's cool though. Alright, now we're getting into the list portion of the update video. I've showed everything that I can visually. I suppose I could have shown the manifest list as well, but all it is a list of people that were on the plane that that when you encounter them in the world, it'll cross off the, you know, saying that they're dead. And not everybody actually crosses off that list. It's cool. It's really cool, to be honest. It's a great lore thing, but I think the major part of that update would be showing you where to find the item, and not just saying, "Hey, look, this name's guy is Bob," because it's a lore mechanic than anything else, and I can't tell you where it is. As soon as I can, I'll make a video though. So, on to the changes. Besides the passenger manifest, we have things like Molotovs can now set all fire types alight. Extended Molotov fire duration by 2 seconds. I imagine that buff also goes on to the Molotov throwing mutants. So yeah. Talking about mutants, we have a crazy mutant that if you haven't seen yet, be aware of. In fact, you might want to start keeping a separate save and just being prepared to reverse depending on how much work you've done in your base. There is a dynamite throwing mutant. Yes, the dynamite. So it can just blow up entire sections of your base, unfortunately. I suppose that's kind of realistic, dynamite exploding shit, but it can be a little unfortunate if you had a really massive base going on and then it's all gone. Especially because you have to get all those damn logs again. So be aware of that. We have other things like fixed cave map, not restoring map properly after load saved games. Okay, so now multiplayer fixes. Fixed memory leak when cutting down / blowing up trees. Fixed tree cuts far from host or client pop on when approached. Popping for the client, I believe. The cave map and passenger manifest are passed on to the respawn player when dying. Improved cases of logs staying stuck mid-air. Player list now displays properly for clients. Fixed issue where meat from animals would duplicate. Fixed issue where upgrades for weapons would not show up. Fixed an issue where the raft becomes unusable after a person driving it got damaged. Fixed an issue where mutant hanging in a noose trap would vanish if trap was reset while mutant was still trapped. Fixed an issue with receiving invites while in multiplayer screen. Off of multiplayer fixes now. Bushes and saplings are now properly pulled back when cut down. Audio, improved animation related system memory usage. Okay, so animation related system memory usage. I don't know how that relates to audio. I guess I'm too dumb for that one. Fixed finalized trophies not parenting properly with their supporting wall. Associating with the wall. So now these trophies will associate to whatever wall that's being supported with them. Cut down thin trees no longer load in save games as tiny floating pine tree stumps. Reworded information on garden in survival book. An audio change. Last RMZ audio. I don't know if that means like the last RMZ in your game, he does something or something. It just says last RMZ audio. Increased skull lamp draw distance and its light now fades when enabled. Cool. Fixed wrong setting on tree cut, causing them to vanish on ultra low distance or draw distance. Added camping light. More stalagmite models can now be broken. That's cool because I remember going through the caves before and I could only find like 2 in a weird spot. Optimization. Improved performance of cave shadow blockers and rendering on cave wood panels when not in cave. I actually noticed this. I don't know if there was something else wrong with my computer or the update, but I jumped in frames per second significantly between this update and the previous one. And this could have been part of that change. Cowman breath events added. That was audio. Fixed plane crash sound effects playing again if you skip the intro cutscene after the plane had already crashed. Never experienced that, but that would be weird to hear. New loading on distant textures added for fire stand built and treehouse built. So I guess LOD textures in the distance, you got that for your fire stand and treehouse now. And that was put under performance. Audio, retime plane crash sequence, so I guess the audio sounds will probably match up better to what you're seeing. Improved the look of Molotov explosion and of time bomb explosion. AO added to dead trees. I'm imagining that's ambient occlusion. Audio added grunts for cowman belly flop attack. That's awesome. I haven't actually seen a cowman yet, but I suppose I could throw one in and see what happens. Fixed drawn bow being automatically reset after jumping. Increased time for falling camera shake to kick in. Player will no longer be woken by enemies if he is sleeping inside a base that is completely blocked from enemies entering. New audio, cowman dodge backwards sound and recovery breaths. Audio fixed hitting foliage with clubs sometimes sounding like a sword. A thicker collider on tennis racket pickup so it falls over rocks better. This might be fixing why the tennis racket's actually through the ground. I just put together a video and I'll upload it in a little bit after I verify that the update hasn't moved it. Because the tennis racket is inside the rocks, and this might have fixed that. New art added, revised trunks, more detail, more variation. Ruled mutant no longer instantly despawns when entering a cave. That's cool. Cave 5, lots of changes here. Improved lighting, removed old purses, many collision and wall fixes, fixed cross pickup fixed. Cleaned up stalagmites and replaced with breakable versions. Stalagmites added to Geese Lake swim out. Cleaned up pickups and props, replaced unbreakable tables with proper versions, made tighter light blocker to prevent light leaks, removed rock dressing from ground that looked cluttered. Caves up collision on detail for walls cave 1, 5, and 6. Yellow flare crate should now be synced in multiplayer in cave 10. Fix missing wall in cave 6. Lighting fixes in cave 2. Replace old lamps in cave 1 and improved cave lighting in cave 1. Out of cave stuff. Lowered speed and damage of crafted axe. Fixed player head collider being disabled when in water. Added map action when holding map. Cave map pickup no longer unequips after a few seconds when picked up. Tennis racket is now stashed when pressing the drop button while holding it. G. So whenever you have like a weapon up and you just want to take it out of the screen, you hit G. Now that works on the tennis racket too. Removed armsy from bottom of cave 5. Is that the one in the tents with the climbing axe? Maybe getting the climbing axe is easier now, because I think that's where the climbing axe is. Audio added flies sound. Fix burnt bodies all aligned the same way. Fix blood effect repeating after killing fish and effect never being removed from world. Fix missing blood on katana and climbing axe. Removed look of rusty axe blood. Fix plain axe not bloody when first picked up. Move second modern axe from dead tree to deeper inside cave 2. Moved katana from in front of cave 1 to deeper inside cave 1. Moved rusty axe from early in cave 5 to deeper inside cave 5. So now you want to get these cool weapons, you're actually going to have to go down there and get them if you don't already have them. Fixed missing lighter action icon during cave hanging scene. Performance. Optimized memory usage of AI's pathfinding. They still run into walls for me, but pathfinding is pretty complicated issue if you want to get it like perfectly, but then it takes up to memory and shit like that. Flies added to burnt dead bodies. Skull ceiling lamp drawing added to book. Added on fire, hurt, and death sounds for Armsy. I thought they already had these must be different sounds, because I'm pretty sure they already played sounds when you lit them on fire. Fix plant bomb on tree, not showing when equipping bomb while in another trigger. I don't know what I just read. If that meant something to somebody. Fix dropping animal heads, then picking it up again, quickly causing it to vanish. I've actually seen that one before, like the shark head and shit. Alright, well that was all of the changes in Update 28. If you find the passenger manifest, let me know and I'll make a video helping other people find it. Unless it's super easy to find and I was blind. Because I did go through Cave 5 and... shit, what's that other cave that's by the main Main enemy encampment. Is that cave 2? I don't know. I went through 3 different caves real quickly, but it's probably like a small piece of paper and easy to miss. Well, thank you so much for watching. That was all the updates in Update 28. We have Thanksgiving coming up, so I want to wish everybody a wonderful Thanksgiving. Try not to turn it into the forest. No cannibal action there. I know when you get a lot of people into one room, it can sometimes get heated. But let's keep that into the game. Hope everybody has a great holiday. Peace.